Hello, good evening, and welcome to At Home with Guillaume, with your host Guillaume, that is me. And thank you so much for joining me tonight. So, as promised, I've worked very hard to sort of manage my schedule to be able to do another video, and so it's as close as possible to the weekend as possible. So today is Monday, November 24th, 2014, and as it is a Monday night, I know that some people, it's when you get back to work or whatever. For me, actually, I usually work on the weekends, so Mondays are my day off, and I really try to cherish them as much as possible. I recently started going to the gym again, and I really like going to exhibitions and cooking, and just having a nice night in. Bride Wars is on there tonight, so I'm very excited about that. Anyways, so, being that is the case, I thought tonight I would do something different, than lentil soup or mixed bean salad, and make a really nice Greek salad. Just very simple, straightforward. I know some of you who are Greek, who might watch this, might say this is not a Greek salad, but this is what I learned from one of my former flatmates who I used to live with a couple years ago. And so it's just very simple. Tomatoes, which look like this. You want some nice fresh tomatoes. I know it's kind of hard to get that this time of year in November. Also, cucumber. You just need like one of these if you're making dinner for yourself or maybe 2 or 3 people. In addition, some olive oil. I really like this brand of olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is a key. For me, there's no substitute for really good olive oil or oil in general. As well, you want salt and pepper and salt. And last but not least, feta, which I'll bring out shortly. So, anyways, my life has been kind of busy between work and just other things going on in my life. But I had a nice week. I saw gold crab at Royal Albert Hall, which is pretty awesome. And I also, there's an exhibition which just opened at the place I work. It's called Ensued Sexology, and I highly recommend it. So, I hope you get some time to watch me cook tonight, and hopefully you get a chance to make this recipe when you get a chance. Cool. Okay, so basically one of the first things you want to do when you're making this salad is you want to make the vinaigrette. So what I have over here, just so you can take a look, I have this really nice metal bowl. It's just very simple. You can get one of these from IKEA. They don't cost a lot of money, and they're great just in general. And what I've done, just so you can take a look, is I've added the oil and the vinegar. Something which I didn't actually show a moment ago. So I use cider vinegar, which I personally get from Sainsbury's, which is a local supermarket in the United Kingdom, but wherever you are, I'm sure they have cider vinegar. In addition, something which I love doing, and I said this before, is I love cooking with lemons. That's something which is a huge thing for me. And so tonight we're also going to be using a lemon. And the lemon is just a great way to bring out the natural flavors, which you'll get from the tomatoes as such, and the cucumber. It's really fresh, fragrant, and really just reminds you of spring when it's this cold and, you know, all these changes are going on. So lemons are just a very small but effective gesture when you're cooking. As I've said as well, the power of lemon is unyielding. So I want you to stir that up. Stir it up. And add some pepper and salt to that, and just continue. If you have dill, by the way, that's very useful. It's not necessary, but it is useful. So, if you've been following me so far, we've had the vinaigrette, and hopefully by now you've added the tomatoes. And what I usually like to do, when I've got tomatoes of that size, small to medium, I like to chop them up into 4, somewhat like this, so you'll get 4 of these. And, as you can see, it's sort of bright red in the middle, with some yellow. That means that's not totally, that's still unripened. But it will do. It tastes okay. And a little bit sweet, a little bit crunchy, because it's not as ripened as I would like it to be. But it is what it is when you're cooking on a Monday night. So, with the lemons I showed you earlier, I often like to add them to water. So I drink a lot of lemon water. It's really good for your skin, and it just tastes really good. So, and you can just keep on adding more water. So, anyways, if you want to come up with something interesting to do with lemons, that's what I recommend. So at this point, just want to show you, we have the tomatoes, as you can see over here, and over here we have the feta, and over here the cucumber. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my trusty peeler, and I'm going to peel the cucumber, chop it up similar, sort of in cube shapes, and then I'm going to add in the feta. It will be done before you know it. Alright, so now that I've added the cucumber and I've also added the tomato, and with the vinaigrette it looks like this, kind of rich reds and greens, and then finally I want you to chop up the feta, and this should look a little bit like this. And just to sort of know that this is real. See, that's what I'm talking about. So the feta is kind of salty, and it will provide a really nice contrast with the sweetness of the salad. And then it's most important that you add this last, though, because when you add it last, it maintains its color the best, I think. That's just my own opinion. So anyway, I want you to add the little chunks. I usually cut them into rows and then chop them into little blocks of 3. Anyways, if you're in London, by the way, I highly recommend that you get a chance to see the Anselm Kiefer show, the RA. Alan Jones shows, okay, I just saw it, just opened. Carrie James Marshall at David's Warner, sublime. Who else? Dexter Dalwood at Simon Lee, very cool. Alice Neal at Victoria Moreau, very cool show, very interesting portraits. If you like animals, I'd recommend you check out that show. And a kind of weird German artist at Blaine Southern, Jonas something or another. Anyways, so now that you have the salad, it looks a little bit like this. And you just want to stir it up a little bit. If you get a chance, by the way, this is really good to sort of let it sit for a couple of hours as well. If you leave it overnight, then you can let it marinate, you know, and let all the flavors infuse, and just so good. Anyway, so now that you sort of have an idea of what it looks like, I'm going to try some, as always. I'm going to try a little bit. So we got some feta. Anyways, it's been a pleasure cooking with you. As I said, there are other ways of making this salad, so this was just sort of a very quick and easy Monday night Greek salad. You've been watching At Home with Guillaume. I hope to make another video sometime next week, within the first week of December, so please stay tuned, and hope you have a fabulous week. Thanks.